Buenos dias and welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the process of applying for your RFC. Now, as we mentioned in previous videos, we purchased property here in Mexico, and we also have our temporary residency. We're actually in the process of applying for our permanent residency. Now, if you're here in Mexico and you're just using a temporary visa or 180-day visa, it's not required. If you don't own property in Mexico, it's probably not required. However, if you are a temporary or permanent resident, it might be something that you're required to do. I'm not sure about that. We just went ahead and did it anyway. So the first thing to note is, in order to get the RFC, you do have to have a CURP. And the CURP, you get that once you've already done your temporary residency. So I will go ahead and I'll link up here the process towards getting your temporary residency if you don't already have it, or your permanent residency, which we haven't done yet, but we're about to start that process. The information that I'm going to share is also based on our experience here in La Paz. That may differ in other places, but the one thing that I think is very common, especially now, is that you have to online request an appointment. So I will go through the process in the video of how to navigate the online system. I'll also link the description down below where to go to make the appointment. And the last thing before I get started, there are people out there that will facilitate the process of you getting your RFC. So you can go that route in order to get it. Watching this video or doing what I'm saying is not required. However, we're building a house. We don't have money to pay for anything else. We eat tacos all the time. You know, look, man, I gotta save money somehow. So we decided, hey, we have nothing but time. We don't work, so let's go ahead and try to do the process on our own. And it was actually pretty simple. So let's go ahead into the process. I'm using Google Chrome because Google Chrome translates everything into English, or use your Google Translate and you can find it. Click here where it says schedule an appointment. This box is going to show up. Close that. And it says registrar cita. Please don't laugh at my Spanish. All right. Once you get to this one, it's going to be the third one down. Once you get here, you're going to have to put in your CURP. Now, as I mentioned before, you can't just put anything. It's going to say the CURP is incorrect. So you actually have to put in your CURP, which is going to be on either your temporary or permanent card. So as you can see, I put the correct information in. That red box went away. So another thing to point out is when you're inserting your name, make sure you add your name directly how it appears. That way you don't have a problem when you go to the actual SAT office. You put in your email address. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget, like and subscribe so you can see more videos when we make them. Re-enter the information. All right, accept. And then you're gonna have to enter this information right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Once you enter that information, it takes you to the next screen, and then it gives you a countdown. You have 4 minutes and whatever time it is to fill out the remaining information. It'll ask you a few questions. Registration and RFC, natural person, 18, registration of individual special cases. So it'll be the second one that you're going to select. You get a notification, you acknowledge it. So then you click where you are. For us, we're in Baja Sur. So I click that, and then it's asking me where do I want to do it. So I'm not going to go to Cabo, so I'll pick La Paz. That's where I'm at. So I picked a date. For time, I selected the time that I wanted, and then I hit generate. Once you do this, it's going to send an email to you with the required token information. Then I confirm, and then you get your confirmation. So at this point, you have successfully requested an appointment. Now, I know someone's gonna say, well, you just requested an appointment, you just took up a date and a time for someone else that could use it. I'm actually gonna go in there and cancel that appointment shortly. So now that you've made your appointment, if you wanted to verify the time, if you forgot it, you can't find the email, whatever it is, you click here on the same website, check this box at the top, and then enter your CURP, and then the same email that you originally used, you're gonna enter that email, fill out this information. I guess it's saying something is wrong. All right, I'm gonna change this. There we go. And then it will send you a token again to the same email. I'm gonna enter that information in. I'm gonna confirm. So as you can see right here, it has your information and the date of your appointment would be here. In my case, I selected a date that was already passed. So if I wanted to cancel, like I'm going to cancel in this case, I'll select on that. I'll confirm that I would like to cancel, and the appointment has now been canceled. Just to confirm that the appointment had been canceled, I log back in with everything else I did earlier, and you can see there's nothing in here, appointment canceled. So thanks again for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you found the video helpful. If there's any other videos that you would like to do about an expat or moving to Mexico, please let us know. If it's something that we can answer, we'll do our best to answer it. Again, remember, all our answers are based on our personal experiences, and it most likely is going to be different from everyone else. But in a system or a process such as this, everyone, to my understanding, is using the same website in order to at least make their appointment. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, and hit that bell so that you can be notified the next time we make a video. Hasta luego.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below.